Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel, Triple Aqua from the West, from Key West. I'm Mermaid Christy Ann. So today I want to talk to you about the Aquarius full moon, August 3rd. That's in about 4 days. In some places it's 3 days in the world, so depending on where you're at on our beautiful earth, the full moon is happening then. So the full moon in Aquarius it's going to be a really interesting moon, and so exciting in so many ways. It's going to be the first regular full moon that we've had in a very long time. We've had supermoon after supermoon after supermoon and so on for months and months, and this is all gearing us up because we are in the age of Aquarius, and it's gearing us up for what is happening. And we wouldn't be able to go into 2021 without having 2020 vision and seeing things without all of the rose colored glasses, the fog. So we've been stripped down to our bare essentials, the bare minimum, and it's going to be our blooming season here in the future. So this full moon in Aquarius is happening in the constellation Capricorn. Capricorn, everybody knows, is the goat climbing up and doesn't stop, very perseverance. And we have been persevering, and we're going to continue to persevere because we're going to continue to work hard towards our dreams and our passions. So I'm going to be pulling from 2 tarot decks while I talk about the moon, just to get some insight from the divine, from your source, your spirit guides. Call them in, your archangels, all the beautiful divine beings that you work with and believe in, and then 2 oracle decks one is a new one. So it's really beautiful because it's funny that we're getting these 2. We've got the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is just somebody just like not really happy, even though they have 4 cups. They really just want this one. They don't want this anymore. And this is where we're at right now. We're tired of being complacent. We're tired of being stuck. We're tired of being bored. We've been bored for a long time because we've been stuck in our thoughts, and we've been thinking and overthinking. And we've been looking at our environment and our circumstances, and being in lockdown and being in COVID has caused us all to go inward. So we have been reflecting and, like I said, overthinking ourselves to death. And we're tired of being in this, and in the 4 of Cups in a lot of different decks, it can mean different things. But in this one here, as you can see, she's bored out of her mind. She's like, yeah, I've got these 3 cups, but I really just want this one. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. That's the happy light, happy everything. This is like a twin flame card. And interesting enough, all of this new earth, new world is designing the paradigm and the platform, and laying it all out to bring the twin flames together for union that are going to help raise the vibration of the planet, along with the collective and the star seeds and all the other beautiful beings that incarnated here to build the new earth that is coming in. And it's already here, slowly but surely, but you will see it in the future, what that's going to be like. And basically that's going to be showing people love in a beautiful way, in a benevolent way. And it's basically showing people the real meaning of unconditional love and that humanitarianism that we get from that age of Aquarius. And there are so many powerful forces happening in the universe right now. I mean, we have the day that we have the full moon in 4 days in Aquarius. Jupiter and Saturn are completely lined up with the moon. Saturn being Aquarius's ancient ruler, Jupiter being its future ruler, and because currently its current ruler is Uranus, but past is Saturn, future is Jupiter, and they're lined up. And then you've got it in the constellations of Capricorn going on in Leo season in the middle of the Lionsgate portal. It's just huge, and we are going to be ascending. All of those that are awake and awoken are the ones that are going to be benefiting from all of these energies coming in. And hopefully the ones that aren't awake will be triggered somehow, because that is our job. your job, my job, as star seeds, as benevolent beings, as, and it doesn't mean we're perfect, so, you know, don't get it twisted, but you're here to do a job. You're here, we're all here for a purpose, and your purpose is to help raise the vibration of the planet by showing people what it is to actually love. And love thy brother, you know, as thyself, love thy neighbor as thyself, you know, like it's you know, the word of God has always said that over and over. And it's going to show us that. And we have started to exercise a lot of that during COVID, you know, oh, you don't have toilet paper here, I'll help you out, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. So, you know, everything is happening for the divine plan and in your life. So it's not happening to you, remember that, it's happening for you. And we've all have come out of really, really hard times, whether if it's, you know, it could have been financial, it could have been with difficult people, it could have been just having to deal with your internal struggles and clearing out toxic patterns, and, you know, clearing out old generational patterns that have been passed down to you. And then, you know, it's your turn, it's your job to break those generational curses going forward. And this is what has brought us to this point. And interesting enough, this full moon is the start of what's going to happen at the 1111 portal, 1111, the twin flame card, to put all of this in motion. It's so exciting. So I'm going to pull some more and talk a little bit more about the full moon. You know, Aquarius and Leo are opposing signs, but they're very, very similar, but they're very different at the same time. What you have with Leo, you know, you have the, all right. Oh my gosh, this is just like almost the same card over and over again, kind of. So we've got the Five of Cups. Again, she's not happy. Like this time she's not bored. She's just not happy. She wants her Two of Cups. She doesn't want these three here. You know, she doesn't want all of these different options. She knows what she wants. And so, you know, even if you're a guy watching this, you know what you want. You know, you want to go forward with what makes you happy. And that is exactly what the energy that it's coming in, you know, the energies from the Aquarius moon are bringing in a nonconformist. So that's Aquarius energy, not worried about what anybody else thinks, marching to the beat of your own drum, going after what you want. And then Leo on top of that is, you know, going after what you want, being brave, being courageous, not, you know, being the king of the jungle, or, you know, if you're a female, being the queen of the jungle. And we are being guided to move forward. This is the card that flipped out, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is someone, you know, that has been contemplating and thinking and thinking and thinking on what they want and what they want to do, but they're not sure. But the divine, but then they've decided, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for what I want. I'm going to go for what makes me happy. And that's what these energies are bringing in. You're tired of doing things the old way. You don't want to be like the Four of Cups, that you're just bored and you're complacent and you're thinking about the one thing that you really, really want. You know, you don't want to be like that anymore. So you are going forward. You are, you know, basically being brave, getting on that boat in the dark. Don't even know where you're going, but you're going, but you're being guided. You're being guided by your angels. You see that angel there, and you see she's pointing this person to this little light right here. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it there. She's pointing there. That's the way, that's the direction, because we are being guided. If you are feeling it internally and a nudge to a certain situation, a certain job, a certain lifestyle, a certain person, there's a reason for that. So follow your intuition. Yes, you have your intellect. There's all the swords on the boat, all your thoughts and everything that you've collected, and you really, really, but this is somebody that has, and this is us as the collective. We have pondered this to death, and we have strategized. Really, you know, you've been very strategic in your thinking, and you're going to go forward, and you're going to make things happen. And that's exactly what's happening now. And the old way just doesn't work for you anymore, and that's okay. But you're finally getting into the energy where you don't give a rip what anybody thinks. You're going to do what's best for you, and that is that Aquarian energy coming in with this full moon, and that's going to give us so much power. And with that, be very careful and protect yourself, because you have a lot of people around you all of the time. We all do that. When you're shining bright and your light is, you have that God conscience, and you are wow. Oh, this is so strange. It feels like it's turning into a love reading, but hey, maybe it is. So, oh wow, okay. So yeah, you have people that are going to be trying to stop you with, whether it's negative thoughts, negative words, or just telling you you're crazy, or just making you trying to dumb you down spiritually. Protect yourself mentally, physically, mind, body, and soul. Ask Archangel Michael or whoever you believe in, and just ask to be protected. Put a shield around you from any dark, negative energies and forces, and also protect yourself from yourself, because your thoughts can really be negative. So if you find yourself in the thought process that's negative, change it really quick. Start thinking of something positive. If you're feeling down, start thinking of something good. It is human to do this, and we struggle with this all the time, and it's just constant battle of the dark and the evil outside of us and within us. So we have to learn how to balance that out. So interesting enough, we've got 3 cards that flipped out, and then we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. And so we have the Chariot. So this could be you going forward to somebody, or somebody coming forward to you, but I'm going to take it as us. We're going after what we want. The Chariot's operated by one person only, and it doesn't really turn right or left very good, although you can control it a little bit. But it's all about going in a straight line and keeping your balance. And it's always depicted by like the yin and the yang, and again, that's very like twin flame-ish right there. And we had the twin flame card earlier, the 4 of Wands, and now we've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, and that's very twin flamey. And it's interesting because this full moon is going to start the energies for the 1111 portal, which is all about bringing the twin flames into union, that it sign contracts. I think I'm going to do a whole video on that, because I get a lot of questions about that. So the Chariot is going after what you want, and just not looking back and not giving a rip. And again, that's that Leo and Aquarius energy that we're getting here in the next 4 days, and it's going to stick with us, and it's going to stick with us for as long as you want it to stay with you, for life if you want it, because once you embody these energies, and this is offered to the people who are awake, obviously, because you're open to it, and energy is energy, and you can manifest, and you attract what you want. You attract your tribe. And another thing about this, all of this that's happening, it's bringing in your spiritual family, your soul tribe to you. You're attracting people that are like you, that are like-minded, because the other people that you were around, they weren't awake. They weren't going where you're going, and that's okay. You still see them, you'll still talk to them. You may or may not, but most likely you will, because if you are spiritually awakened, you know how important it is to have relationships with all types of people, not just your soul tribe, because your soul tribe is elevated. So you do more work helping people who are not, because that's what we're here for. We're here to trigger them, and we're here to lead by example. It's very important. You have a very important job, so you have to take it very seriously. And with that being said, we also have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, this is somebody who has mastered their emotions. They're very stoic though. They don't just it's not like the Knight of Cups, he's a little clumsy. The King of Cups knows how to master his emotions. He also knows who to give his cup to. He's not just going to give his cup to anybody, because that's precious energy. So that's us right now. We are the King of Cups, where we're going to hold that beautiful chalice close to our chest, and we're not just going to give it to anybody, because we've learned that we are going after what we want, and we are going to give that to only somebody very special, or special people that are deserving of our energy, deserving of our soul, of our who we are, at our core, at our essence. And this is Scorpio energy. So It's really beautiful, really deep, and I can't help but to see how his garment is all in green, and that represents the heart chakra. Emotions, you know, run really, really, really deep, and there's a fish right there, like he's like at the bottom of the ocean. Very, very beautiful card. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is, what can get better than that? The Ten of Pentacles, right? But the Nine of Pentacles, you know, you're abundant, you work hard. Look at the butterflies flying all around her. You've been working hard for your abundance, and you have people around you that admire you. So that's another reason why you have to protect yourself from this energy. Unfortunately, you know, it is just the time that we're in. It's a spiritual warfare. So it's not to walk around and be negative or be suspicious of everybody, but know that a lot of people don't even know why they're attacking you, why they're being negative. But they are tapping more into their bottom three chakras, unlike you, that you are tapped into your top three. And that's very important. But yeah, this is, you know, it's interesting. It's almost like this person is I feel like it's like the king is rushing towards this person here. I almost feel like this could be about somebody that you're dealing with, or somebody's admiring you, that you're fruitful and you are abundant and you can make things happen. You have the Midas touch. That's really beautiful. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. And again, that's what this is bringing in. It's bringing in positive choices. And it also can be in relationships, and they don't always have to be intimate. This is a real sexy card. I love this one. Yeah, so it's interesting enough because she's looking up to the divine. He's looking at her, you know, because it's a trinity, you know, and that's usually what it is. In like a twin flame union, the feminine energy is always awake first. And it doesn't matter. You can be the guy with the feminine energy, and you can be the girl with the masculine energy, but the one with the feminine energy is awake first, and that person is the person that's connected to source and the divine. And then that person sparks something in their person, and that person looks to them for guidance spiritually, and eventually they awake, obviously, and catch up. But one person is always further spiritually advanced than the other. And it doesn't have to be intimate. There's a lot of twin flames that aren't intimate. They're here to work together to build the vibration of the planet. And that's great too. Although I think some people will disagree with me. I think some people say they all come into union at some point. But yeah, so let's pull some more from this deck while we talk about how important it is to, oh, beautiful. And I think after this, we're not going to pull more from this deck, because I think this is kind of like, this is it. So, Eight of Swords. This was us before. If you can see, she's really, she can get out of this at any time. It's almost like she bound herself with her thoughts. She's stuck. She's like, okay, what do I do? Do I just stay here? Do I just sit and contemplate? This is somebody has like tied themselves up, and this was us in the past, and now we're done doing this. We're done. We're going to take off all of these ties on our hands. We're going to take off, you know, the blindfold, and we're going to move forward. And the Moon card is on the bottom because, and I think what it is that we feel like we haven't been honest about things to ourselves or maybe to other people, and so it's made us feel like we're trapped and we're bound. So, you know, the moon, when it's full, it brings things to light. And so we need to come and be honest with ourselves, be honest with the ones that we care about and we love, and go forward after what we want. And that's Cancer season helped us realize this right here. And, you know, realize that you can't keep those skeletons, you know, in the closet. They're going to come out sooner or later. So that's really beautiful. And I'm going to pull from this new deck, and I think it's called, oh, yeah, The Soul's Journey. It's so beautiful. I love it. And we're going to pull to see what divine source, our beautiful spiritual family, has to say to us to guide us on this Aquarius full moon in Leo season during the Lion's portal, during all of the amazing astrological events happening. It's insane how many amazing astrological events are happening and that haven't happened in so many years. Okay. All right. So we have adversity. I accept the challenges, that challenges are the best way to learn. And we have accepted that because we've gone through so many difficult challenges, whether they be internally or externally. So we have learned from these. So be grateful for all of these things. And you know, that's what it's also going to show you too with this moon, to be grateful, to not worry about the past, leave it behind you. It was heavy, don't carry it forward. And look forward to your future with all of your beautiful lessons that you've learned, even though, you know, and we're out of that pity party energy. I don't know if all of you all feel that with this energy, but that's gone. Like, we're done. We're bored of that. I mean, we're tired of being stuck. It's no bueno. So I love this card. And then we have, you know, the Judgment card. I understand that everyone has their own unique past and challenges, and that's what we've also learned, and we're learning this with that moon. Because Aquarius doesn't judge other people. We let everybody's freak flag fly, and that's fine, you know, as long as it's not detrimental to people or morally incorrect. We usually don't say anything, you know what I mean? Because everyone's different, everyone's quirky and fun and different in their own way. And we're not judging ourselves anymore, because we've just been judging ourselves for a long time. And it was part of the process of growth, of like owning up, having ownership for the things that we've done or left undone, things that we've said or things that we haven't said, or it's so many different things. So, you know, use it, put it into your life however it fits for you. But we're not passing judgment on ourselves anymore. Nope, not with Leo season. We're going forward. We are straightening our crowns, whether you're a king or a queen, and we are going forward. And we're going forward, you know, I can't help but think, you know, purple is a very regal color. And I just said that about crown and Leo season. And we're going forward, proud and stoic, but humble and kind. And, you know, Leo, you know, one of the aspects of Leo is Leo does a lot for self, right? And then Aquarius does a lot for humanity. So having those two powerhouses come together and pull all that beautiful energy is just going to be so amazing for your life. You're going to feel this huge shift. It's already here. Like I said, I've been feeling it for like 3 days now, really strong. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have guilt. We have, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And that is also what has been holding us back. And you're done with that. You're done with the judgment and the guilt of yourself. You're not doing this to yourself anymore, because this is that pity party train going nowhere. And those energies coming in now are making us fierce. They're making us courageous. And we have grown, and we're done with the old belief systems of what our families have put into our minds, that this should be this way and that should be that way. No, we grow, you know, every century things change. We learn more about, I mean, have you seen that new picture? A friend of ours sent it to us in a big group. It was Planet C, and he sent us this new picture from the Hubble telescope of Saturn. I mean, you've got to see this thing. I mean, it's incredible. There's so much that we don't know, and so much that that is happening out there in the cosmos to help us, to guide us. So we're looking at life differently. We're looking at belief systems differently. We're looking at our patterns differently. But we're not judging. We're not judging our family. We're not judging our past. We're not judging other people. We're just doing what's best for our soul's journey. And then that's why we're getting rid of this guilt, because we don't want this anymore. This doesn't do anything for us. This is wonderful. So I'm going to pull one more time from here, and then we'll do another oracle card, and I'll go back to the tarot, the Oceanic Tarot. I like that one. It's so cool. Yeah, it's interesting enough because, you know, Saturn and Jupiter are going to be lined up with the moon, and Saturn is the planet of karma. You know, it's very ancient. It's very old. They're one of the oldest planets in our solar system, and you know, we've had to relive all of that here lately, because we've had to come to terms with who we are at our core. And now you're going to be reaping your dharma. And I've been saying that in some of the other videos going forward. And we have had patience. We have been working our patience. I mean, we've had the patience of Job. I mean, that is an incredible story in the Bible. If you've never read it, or you want to listen to it in an audio, I recommend it. It's helped me out a lot in life. And it says patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And that's what we're doing. We're kind of just like, okay, we're going to let things happen and unfold naturally. We know that there is a divine plan. We know that the universe has our back. God, source, our creator, has our back. And we are practicing patience, and we have been practicing patience, but now we're okay with patience. Patience doesn't bother us anymore. Before, we were a little aggravated with patience. We were a little frustrated with patience here, you know, in our near distant past. And we're okay with this. We realize that there is divine timing, and there's always divine timing, right? And then we have acceptance, and that's what I just said. We're accepting it. We accepted this. And acceptance, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change, right? Divine timing, you cannot change these things. And if we have patience, we realize that we have help. I mean, the energies that are coming in right now, the guidance, the downloads, we're also going to be ascending from all of this that's happening right now, where your third eye is going to be opened up more, but you already have to be awake. You know, this isn't going to happen overnight. If you are at a certain level, you're just going to level up, and you're going to have another glow up and another glow up, and it's going to be beautiful. And that's why I say to protect yourself, because you're going to attract all types of things. But remember, you have that discernment now. Now you know the difference. So yeah, acceptance, patience, and acceptance. That's beautiful. So we're going to pull from this oracle deck. I've pulled many times before. Go out for this full moon and do your full moon ritual, or just sit under there and moon bathe and soak in the energies, and ask for all of the beautiful things that you want in your life and you want to manifest and come into your life, especially now with the Lionsgate portal. I mean, it is letting in what you want. It's letting in that love, that it's opening up your heart chakra to that divine love for everybody, because it's for us, but it's also for us to share with everybody else and to lift others up. So if we can please have a card for these beautiful full moon in Aquarius and Leo season during the Lionsgate. Can't believe a year's almost already gone by. Oddly enough, I'm going to dinner with some friends on Friday for a birthday, and it was really close this time last year. We were doing the same thing, and it's neat to see like what friends are still around, you know, like who the real soul tribe is, right? Really cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, we've got the money card, find a way to abundance. And that's another thing we're doing, you know, being in that lack mentality, or thinking that we didn't have enough, and then going through this pandemic, we've realized that things are not that important, that the things that we were worried about aren't really important, and we are finding a way to abundance, but abundance in a way that is back to basics, that's going to make us happy. It's not how much money you have. You know, I was talking to someone yesterday, and he had purchased a truck, and he's like, I'm going to keep that truck until it dies, and I'm like, yeah, it's not that you don't have money for something better. You just choose to spend your money on something else, because, you know, your whatever you attract, the abundance that you attract, you have a different thought process now. So know that money is going to that you're going to find your way to abundance. That's gorgeous. Well, look at that. She's got a crown on her head. I mean, no, it's actually a whole city. It looks like a castle on her head. There's a wise owl there blowing some kind of a trumpet there. It's gorgeous. I mean, you know, like butterflies, waterfall. There's a beautiful couple. They look like a prince and a princess there. She's holding a wolf in her hand. She's pretty fierce. There's a planet behind her. I mean, she's super cosmic. This is gorgeous. And then I can't help to look at this mountain and these rocks that are really strong and stable. So this is where you're going now. You're going to respect money. You're going to have a different vision now going forward on how you see things with money and how you deal with money going into this Aquarian age. Because you're going to value things a lot differently. And always remember that money comes from source, and you can always make more. You can always make more. It's all in how you attract the abundance to yourself. So do your mantras. And then at the bottom we have gratitude, because we have been grateful. We've been so grateful, and that's exactly why we're going to be getting this abundance, and that's why all this energy is coming in to set us up and poise us for this, because we've been grateful. Be grateful for all that you have, and we've been so grateful for everything, the little things. The fact that you get to shower, bathe with hot water, you have a roof over your head, you have a bed, little things that other people take for granted. Thank God every day. Thank your divine beings every day for everything that you have, even your ancient ancestors that have paved the way for you to get here to this point. And that's a beautiful thing. So what else? Let me pull one more time. I just heard pull one more time, so I'm going to. I try to be as obedient as I can, because when I don't listen to God, it doesn't go my way. I end up having to go to the school of hard knocks, and it's no bueno. So please hit the like button if you haven't already. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe if you like this. I'm gonna start integrating some of the things I do outside of here, like with my mermaid stuff. I'll be doing a project with Reef Relief here in Key West. They're a nonprofit that work on the reefs here. So if you are into any kind of beautiful ocean stuff, and it's a mermaid project, and just to incorporate it to what I do outside of this. Most of y'all that watch this are my friends, and but just in case we have some new people joining the channel from YouTube out there and on our beautiful planet. Whoa, okay. So we have vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. Some of us feel like, oh gosh, I feel like I've been on a vacation. But have you been, or have you just been moping around? A lot of people can't afford to go on vacation right now. But sometimes the vacation is just like taking some time away from what you normally do, like your regular schedule, and spending it with some friends and just doing something a little different. And you don't even have to go out of town. You can do it where you're at. So, and this is such a beautiful card. There's so much yellow, and it's very, reminds me of Leo season, and it's summer too. So in the summer we tend to be a little lazier. We tend to go out in the sun a little bit more, and so it is like a vacation time. And so we are in this, and so you're being called. If you've been going really hard, don't feel guilty if you're going to take a little mini vacation, even if it's just for a couple hours or 8 hours, and you're just disconnecting from the world and your thoughts and all of your responsibilities. That's beautiful. And then the bottom of the card, we have cheer up, live in the moment. And that is such an Aquarius and Leo thing. So this is perfect. Live in the moment. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about what people are thinking. Just cheer up and live in the moment. And she's beautiful. She's like a fairy. She makes things happen. She's magical. She's just walking on a rickety, dried up branch that can break at any moment, but she's not even phased. It's very much like the Fool card in the tarot. It's beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to pull from the Oceanic Tarot to see what other messages we have for this full moon in Aquarius and Leo season. And if you have anything that you want me to, those wanted to come out, talk about at any point, I actually put a tray on my lap, so now it's catching everything that falls. I finally decided to use my brain. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, loss. So we're done with this loss, this feeling that, swords again are thinking, and we feel like, we've lost things. We've lost relationships, we've lost people, we've lost time, we've lost money, we've made foolish decisions. Well, this is in the past, because going forward, You know that these things are lessons that you need to learn from and go move forward. And we're not, Leo and Aquarius, they're not worried about that stuff. They go forward, they don't go backwards. And so use this time to really, you know, I don't really even feel, I feel this is a past card. This is something that we're done with. And if you are feeling like you've lost something, well then change it, go after it. It's Leo season, go get what you want. And then we have the kindness card, and it's the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles, she is nourishing, she's very nurturing. She is, everything she touches turns to gold. She is very smart. She is also very grounded, and she's full of kindness. So that's where we're going in the future. This is us, because we've worked hard. We've worked hard to love ourselves so that we can love others. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Isn't that crazy? Out of all of these cards, we've got a suited pair. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We're getting a lot of twos. 1111. This is all that twin flame stuff, and this is exactly what this energy is bringing in. It's bringing in the twin flame couples. The also it's bringing in the soul tribe family. It's bringing in your people that are like you know, and they may seem like like on the outside that they're not a lot like you, or maybe just status wise they aren't, but souls know souls, and you know that energy doesn't lie. So look at that, the King of Pentacles, you know, he doesn't offer that pentacle just to anybody, just like the King of Cups, you know, he's got to trust somebody. And that's what we're going into. We're learning to trust. We're learning to trust who to give our pentacles to, who to be able to establish relationships with and ground with. And because we're wiser, we have learned so much, and we don't want crumbs. We want those pentacles. We want the real thing. We want the real gold. We want real treasure. This is beautiful. Look at all the green, again, the heart chakra. And that's what that Leo season's bringing in, that Lionsgate portal. It is bringing in that masculine energy to open up our heart chakra, but in a beautiful way, in a different way. And you know why? Because we're done with this. This Three of Swords, this heartache, this is past. Look, we've got two cards that I feel that are past. You know, this is crowning this little spread that I did. This is where we're at currently. And then, you know what? This is the bottom of the deck. We don't want this heartache anymore. We're done with that. We're done with that Three of Swords. You know, bye. We don't want that anymore. That is gorgeous. We don't have time for that. And that's, Aquarius and Leos don't have time for nonsense. They do not have time for that. They just go, go, go. And I love it. And then just like, and it's in the constellation of Capricorn, where, oh, I pulled all the cards I was gonna pull. Oh, we'll pull for this one. Like Capricorn Capricorn is, they don't stop. I mean, they're workers. They're gonna climb that mountain no matter what. And they don't care what's in their way, how steep that mountain is. And for the fact that this full moon is in the constellation of Capricorn, and such a stubborn and driven, very, very stubborn sign, and very, just, what's the word? It's amazing to me how you've got the Leo, Aquarius, and Capricorn in the mix, and then you've got Jupiter, the biggest, most expansive planet in the entire solar system, there, and then Saturn, the oldest and wisest. It's like, wow, we have grown so much. And the fact that all those energies are there for us, because they're like helping us to stand in our power, because we've done the work, is incredible. And that's how you know that you're always guided and you're always protected. Whoa, that was too many cards. We will just get one little flipper to close this reading out. Just have one card to close out. That would be great. Or two or three. I went over my time again. I'm trying to do these videos shorter, but it's harder. There's so, oh my gosh. This is why this video is so long. We've got we got another twin flame card at the bottom. This is crazy. Okay, so we've got insecurity. Okay, this is where we've been insecure. Look at that. He's wearing a green shirt. He's completely crossed. He's blocking it out. Because why? Because this person has been in their devil energy, you know, and they're blocked off to all of the beautiful good things and they don't want it, right? But guess what? Destiny's coming in. Okay, look at this. Look at there's your little twin flame couple, your yin and your yang. There's your feminine and there's a masculine. And you know what? How funny. Just like life would have it, it looks like she's telling him what to do. Look, she's whispering to him and he's just like listening. And then you've got this older, you know, counsel person that's probably like, nope, you guys screwed it up again. We gave you an opportunity. You were supposed to come to Earth this time in this lifetime and make it happen, and you're screwing it up again. But then you've got like another divine angel, like it's like, well, let's give them another chance. Let's see if they don't screw it up this time. Okay, so this is our chance now. Okay, so if you're in this right now, get out. And Leo season is going to get you out of this. That's why it is bringing in the masculine energy to open up your heart chakra. Whether you're feminine or masculine, doesn't matter. You have feminine and masculine energy inside of you. So you're going to, whether you like it or not, the wheel is turned. And destiny has a way. And for those of you who are watching this, you signed a soul contract to raise a vibration. So source, God, angels, they can interfere in your free will, and that's what's happening here. Oh yeah, you're not going to do it? Well, guess what? You signed a contract and it's here, and we are going with our plan accordingly. That's why we're lining everything up like we're lining it up, because you have to make right by your promise. You have to be right by your contract. That is so cool. So I hope you guys like this message. I know I found it completely fascinating how synchronistic it was. Say that like 6 times. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and always remember to follow your dreams. Bye. Or keep swimming towards your dreams. That's usually the line I use. Bye.